So Year 9, Week 3, French. Theme, healthy living. Lesson 3, les sports. So, first of all, on your word pack, you have some vocabulary that you need to work out. You've got jouer and faire. Jouer, to play, faire, to do. Then obviously you should be able to work out what je joue, nous jouons, il joue mean. Then try and work out what the vocabulary is and complete the grid. Using this grid, then you can translate the sentences into French. So, break it down bit by bit. Je fais du judo tous les lundis après le collège. If you are struggling here, you can use wordreference.com to help you, but try and use the vocabulary table first. Pétanque is a French national sport. Do go have a look at Wikipedia and also do some extra research on YouTube. You'll be able to find out what it looks like. It is a kind of game of balls with metal balls. Here on the grammar page, we've got jouer, to play, and we've got faire, to do. Here it gives you the ideas about when you would use each jouer and faire. Jouer is to talk about team sports that usually involve a ball. So I play football. Just remember, if it doesn't sound right in English, you would never say I play swimming. Therefore, you'd need to talk about I do swimming. Je fais de la natation. Equally, what you need to then do is look very clearly at which one you'd need to use. If you're using jouer, you follow it with a plus o, à la, or o. And then for to faire, you've got the different bits there as well. Du, de la, de, and de, le. This obviously depends on whether the noun, which is the naming word for the sport, is masculine, feminine, or it is plural. You then need to use your table to help you work this out. Listening activity. What you need to do here is on a separate piece of paper or on your sheet is listen to the recording, which is up on the top part, and you just play and listen through. You want to write down who's doing the sport and then write down either in French or English or just write the letter of the sport. So you have A, boxing, B, cycling, C, horse riding, D, climbing, E, walking, F, swimming, G, dancing. Before listening to this, you may want to note down what the different sports are. So you're going to write down A, la boxe, B, faire du vélo, or le cyclisme, and work through that way.
Unité 1.
Unité 1. Tu es plutôt foot, tennis ou basket? Page 32. Exercice 1. Écoutez et lisez. Écrivez la lettre du bon sport pour chaque personne.
Ma famille est très sportive. Mon frère Noah fait de l'escalade depuis 2 ans. Ma petite sœur Marion fait de la natation depuis 6 mois. Mes parents aussi font beaucoup de sport. Mon père fait du vélo depuis 10 ans et ma mère fait de la danse depuis 8 mois. Même ma grand-mère fait du sport. Elle fait de la boxe depuis 1 an. Et mon grand-père fait des randonnées depuis 15 ans. Et moi, je m'appelle Estelle. Je fais de l'équitation depuis 6 semaines car j'adore les chevaux.
Afterwards, you can describe the photo. What you need to do is write down what is in it. This is a very simple task that is you can use. Il y a. So you might say il y a 3 filles. There are 3 girls. Then you might want to put in where are they? What else is in the picture? So you might say il y a un arbre. There is a tree. You might say what are they doing? You could say they are playing football. And then you could say what you think about their activity. So you might say I love football because it's interesting. Try to record yourself saying this photo description and send it to a French teacher email. The reading activity here, what you need to do is read through and use all the highlighted parts to work out what it means and complete the gaps. Your second reading activity is a bit more tricky. First of all, you find out what the words are in French. Go through, find out what cognates there are. Do this activity first and use the extra vocabulary to the side, as well as reading the texts. Then what you need to do is respond to the questions in English. What sport does Léa like to do? What does she do? Obviously, the pictures may help you here. Traduction en français. So translate the sentences into French. Remember, I go dancing at the weekends. Don't literally translate. Say, I dance at the weekend. 2, I play tennis in a team. Again, break it down section by section and then see which parts you can pull together. Use the vocabulary from the first section of the PowerPoint or your worksheet to help you. Avoid using a translator because this will give you some very literal translations which will not work out. Finally, we have a writing exercise. You need to write a short paragraph about your opinion on sport, at least 20 words. You've got some ideas of what to include, opinions and simple and complex. You might say, in my opinion, I love swimming because it is very fun, but I do not like football because it is boring. I have done swimming for 6 years. And then you might go on to say, when I do swimming, I forget my worries. Use the bottom paragraph to help you and you can see exactly what type of thing would be expected, between expected through to exceptional. Here you have the vocabulary corrections. Go through and self-assess by ticking off and then check your translations afterwards. Do send your work corrected to your French teacher so they can see this. Read through your answers, which ones you've circled, and then tick or cross and then work out the reason why you got it wrong if you did. You got it right? Well done. Listening activity, the answers are there, self-correct again. Reading activity, read through and check in your answers. Same for this reading activity. Look at the highlighted phrases, they will be there, and you can then check your answers against the answers at the bottom. The translations of French are done there, again self-correct. Check where you got it right and which parts you may need to improve on.